What better way to embody the feeling of despair than playing the game about despair? I did the thing where why stop giving me Hyoko? I don't want to see it. I did the thing where I opened the file to make the menu not as loud. Yeah, so today's kind of shitty. Yeah, I'll talk about it a little bit more. I'm gonna get into it. I gotta investigate things. Yeah, no, I didn't expect to wake up and, see what I saw this morning. A little, electric monster girl is going away forever now, apparently. I don't even know where I left off, dude. Where did I leave off? Oh, I have an update from yesterday, by the way. It was not my neighbors getting mad and, like, slamming their heads into the walls. It was my roommate moving shit around, and it just somehow reverberated, like, into the ceiling, and it sounded like they were getting pissed off. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I was tired that night anyway. I'm tired tonight as well, which is why I have soup. As you know, soup is my favorite caffeinated drink, so... What am I doing in here? There's a hint on the back door. Oh, okay. Excuse me. It's the door with the picture of grapes on it. This should lead to Grape Hall. Wait, huh? One of the doorknobs is gone. It's like the screws came out with it.
Now then.
It's the same as that doorknob that was on the floor.
See?
The screws came out with it, right? Why do I have my volume so loud for myself? Normally I have it at negative 32. I had it at negative 28 instead, and it was like, I could barely hear myself talking. Then the doorknob next to Nekomaru's body came off the door to Grape Hall.
Well...
That's what it looks like. When you said clue, were you talking about this? But what is it a clue to? Yeah,
What?
Did you get even more confused? No need to worry. Just one clue will change everything. Huh? All the mysteries will be solved as if everything were linked together. If you can reach it. Just like I did. What does that mean? Even if I ask him that, Nagito probably wouldn't give me an answer. It'd just be a waste of time to ask. Was I literally, like, this close to entering the trial?
It appears that it's time for the class trial!
Wow, that is... Man, like 3 minutes away from it, huh? You want some soup, Monokuma?
To tell you the truth, I'm tired. Extremely tired. I feel like spending the rest of my life hibernating already.
Wow, Monokuma is like... What the fuck is this? Carbonated tomato soup? I'm watching that later. Wait, video to have on in the background? What do you mean? Yeah, no, he's just carbonating tomato soup. That's fucking disgusting. You know, Monokuma is exhibiting, like, a massive mood right now.
Man, I know it's bad, but I'm so sleepy. I just want to ditch. Though I really don't feel like it, I'll show you my serious side when you come to the class trial. Even though it's impossible since it's so annoying, you can count on me to take this seriously.
Why would Monokuma not be excited for a trial? Looks like it's going to start. Another class trial.
Hey!
How are we supposed to get to the trial ground?
Damn it!
You're right, we can't do anything unless we get out of this building. Akane, did something happen?
Hey!
No, well, do you guys hear something? Hear something?
Hey!
What do you hear this? Suddenly, as if cutting off Chiaki, our surroundings started to shake and rumble. And then it suddenly appeared before us. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright, that's... Uh-huh. Why does Akane have such good hearing? As you're going in, do you have any theories on whodunit? I do. I'll talk about it in a second. Is he telling us to go inside from here? Seems that way.
All right.
I'm gonna go. Just hold on, Nekomaru. I'll make sure I avenge you.
Jeez. You're
Sky second chapter worms. At least be a little cautious. It's obviously a trap.
It appears you cannot.
I agree. I detect the scent of danger. Even my familiars are saying don't go inside.
It's nearly showtime.
How interesting. If you can kill me, you're welcome to try. Try stabbing your sword through my very heart. We shall get moving as well.
Yep.
You're right. It's annoying, but if Miss Sonia is going, there's no way I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go. That's so damn annoying. I guess it doesn't matter if it's a trap or not. One by one, everyone went into Monokuma Rock. Until I was the only one left. And when I was about to take one step forward... We're the same. The same step ladders. Huh? Nagito was suddenly standing next to me, with his eyes locked onto Monokuma Rock. Other than the small movements of his mouth, he was perfectly still.
Well,
You and I are just stepladders. For everyone who holds the title of Ultimate. I always believed that I didn't mind. Unlike you, I know my place. What are you saying?
man.
That's why I was prepared to become a sacrifice at any time. And from that, true hope would be born. I always believed that the talent that survived would be true hope.
Damn it.
But it wasn't. There's no hope amidst all this killing. Of course there isn't. What kind of hope comes from killing people?
What?
Really? Are you suggesting that sacrificing others for hope isn't real hope? But you're wrong. It's only natural and extremely obvious that the strong hope devours weak hope.
Isn't that right?
After all, that's what it means to live, right? There's no way I'm going to accept that.
Well,
Oh well. It's not like what I wanted to say to you. It's not like that's what I wanted to say to you anyway.
hey.
There's this one novel I like. It's a peculiar mystery story. A novel? The story is told from the point of view of a high school girl involved in a serial killer mystery. But when you get to the end, surprise, the girl was actually the killer. Of course, the story is written carefully so the reader doesn't learn the ending in the middle of the story. The protagonist is just a projection of the reader, and this projection turns out to be the killer. Which means the killer you were looking for the whole time was inside you all along. Was it actually me? That would be fucked up. How do you feel about novels like that? What the heck are you talking about? You're just jumping from one topic to another. I can't comment on a book I've never read before.
No good at all.
Such a normal answer. I should have expected that from a talentless reserve corps student like you. God, the elitism is obscene. But I know you don't matter at all, so why do I care about you? You admire hope. I love hope.
Right?
In some ways we're similar, but maybe that difference is what's making me so emotional. Enough already. I don't have time to argue with you. Let's just go. Everyone's waiting.
Man.
Everyone, huh? So you still believe you're just like everyone else? Reserve Corps students are so full of themselves. Okay. Nagito's chilling laugh continued as he disappeared into Monokuma Rock. Did he, like, sustain a head injury or something in that escape room? Calm down. That's right. I need to calm down. Spoiled egg. I took several deep breaths, and once my nerves had settled, I stepped onto Monokuma Rock. The elevator shook violently as it descended at an ever-increasing speed.
Hey.
He could sustain another. When we're in a normal elevator that shakes this bad, it reminds me of how efficient that elevator in the funhouse was.
Well, yeah.
That's probably true. And the elevator continued to shake, and descended deeper and deeper. And suddenly, it stopped like it always does. And the door opened.
Well now,
I understand your desire to applaud this wonderfully vulgar trial ground, but it's so exhausting to discuss useless things, so let's just get on with it already. So sad, my chest hurts. Forcing everyone to do this is so sad.
hey,
Don't go
come
talking
on now.
without permission after I've said my catchphrase.
Now I'm really angry.
Otherwise, I'll roll a dice, and based on the result, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times. What? What an extreme punishment!
Now then.
Monokuma, what? Let's get on with it once again. Can I give Monokuma a head injury? Let's get a move on, boys and girls. And so it begins. I hope this would never happen again, and now it's happening for the 4th time. The curtain to the 4th class trial was about to open. Nekomaru Nidai, the ultimate team manager. He was more passionate, more daring, more honest than anyone I'd ever met. Truly, he was more man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Akane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I finally got used to his new form, Nekomaru's killer is one of us. Oh my god, almost everyone on here is dead. Killing someone because it's the only way to survive is no excuse. I won't let this be excused. I won't forgive this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru, who betrayed their friends. I will never forgive them. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. I think it's raining outside. Yeah, this is kind of like just a shitty day. I woke up really tired. I saw that graduation announcement, and I was like, oh. Am I really taking up 50 points, or? It doesn't seem right. Oh, no, I have that one. Those are the ones I have off. Okay. I'm just gonna turn them all on. I don't know, it's hitting me a little different than other ones normally do, just because... I don't know, I feel like I watched her more than basically anyone else. I'll say this, it'd be cool if she came back. The VTuber thing is neat. I watch people because I find them entertaining. I'm hoping she's a Rotom and goes from being a kettle to an oven. She could turn into a microwave. Just like Tomoshika. Tomoshika? I don't know how to say her name. Man, she was like the only incursion into English territory for VOMs, wasn't she? Now they don't really have one. The whole situation is... I've got my thoughts on it, but I'm pretty sure I will get banned if I say them, so I'm not going to, but... I don't know, it's just... It's disappointing to see something like this happen again. It's happened maybe too many times. Not the graduation thing, the bullying people into submission thing.
Let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go! Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
Strawberry.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Was it? Wait, it was just Sonia, Chiaki, and Hajime, right? So that exonerates both Chiaki and Sonia, because it was just those three that saw the body, unless somebody else saw the body first and didn't say so. If that comes out, then that throws that out the window. But that would mean Sonia and Chiaki, neither of them could have done it, because the announcement would mean, you know, it doesn't affect them.
Tell me you three were together since last night!
Yes.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
Akane was also there, was she? I thought she ran in afterward. I could be wrong.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that.
Yeah,
and
no,
rushed
it was just
over.
us three. So, yeah, it can't be Sonia or Chiaki, so that narrows it down even further.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Going a little bit further into it, why would... I think it makes more sense for the killer to be from there because of the fact that they tried to basically block off people from going to the other side as well.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
So I think Akane's actually right.
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
Yeah, she does have like a cross over her. That's funny.
The incident notwithstanding, I
that
also
is.
have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Huh?
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
Huh?
Hey, so about sustaining that head injury, Nagito. Hey, Monokuma, can I like throw a bat at him?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking. It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... it was the hammer. But I think he was killed with the pillar, and I think it was an elaborate trap setup. Wire, oil on the floor, tiptoe. Oh, maybe it is the pillar. We're gonna try the pillar.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer!
No.
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No? What do you mean? What does it have to do with how they beat the crap out of Nekomaru? The hammer is definitely the weapon.
Damn it!
You're wrong, but okay.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
I'm not really that concerned about time.
No, the killer used and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon
Agreed.
is decided.
That's it? Hammer in the tower was the weapon, like you said. It looks like that's the case, but...
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
It was new looking.
That pillar, huh?
I'm refuting the hammer,
No, the
not bringing up
hammer.
the pillar.
The killer used that and beat the crap out of him.
It was that one.
That's wrong.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Also, that looks like the hammer from fucking Super Smash Brothers, bro.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Just so you all know,
That's good.
I was trying to test you guys.
Oh, really?
I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Oh, really?
It seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon that has oil on it. If it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it, it's the fucking pillar.
See? The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon! Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar!
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Is it really that
pillar
hard?
Was pretty freaking heavy.
Is it really that hard to believe that somebody fucking knocked it over?
But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid! He ain't the type to commit suicide!
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. The fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled as suicide. But that was wrong. And it was actually bullshit. That shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
For reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. Alright, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
I tried looking up Baby Gangsta. The first results is a rap made by Little Boosie. I'm losing it over Little Bussy.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
What, magical girl transformation? Make your argument. Wire, good night button, oil on the floor, tipped over pillar. Oh my god, there are so many. Let's go with the wire, I guess. I don't know where we're going with this.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Why would that be a disagreeing statement?
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
What are the options? The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar. Is that really it?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Hold on a minute. What are... Nekomaru's body and left leg were tied with a metal wire. The tip of that wire was also tied in a loop. We know the button was pressed probably to make him stop moving. Oil that was flowing out of Nekomaru's body, the majority of it came from his fatal head wound. Akai's account. A lot of small pieces of stone were scattered underneath Nekomaru's body. See, that's the weird thing that's making me think that the pillar didn't fall on him. Let's go with pillar fragments.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
I didn't mean to click that button.
Even I could probably tip it over.
What am I refuting?
Considering the pillar's weight,
Not that.
it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Okay, that was correct.
No, that's wrong.
All I had to do was think. Thinking is difficult, okay?
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
That was my idea, so I'm already lost.
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual.
What? Can you speak up? I can't hear you.
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Did he get his memories back or something? Is that what's going on?
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you?
I'm starting to get the feeling that's what happened, because same shit happened with Mikan.
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
What if he's actually being serious, though?
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
Why is she like...
I see.
They're like besties over here.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
I think it's fucking funny.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Why does she say it like that?
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Shut the fuck up.
Faux show. I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
What? Okay, the 2 houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. The compass! I think that was a truth bullet. Good night button tipped over pillar. Fuyahiko's account? That'd be Fuyahiko's account, right? I think.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower...
I'm pretty sure it's Fuyahiko's account. No, that's talking about him walking to the first floor.
are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Oh, the broken doorknob, maybe.
Is that really it?
Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense.
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
Strange feeling.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
What do you mean, what is that truth bullet? The placement of Nekomaru's body and the tip to... Okay, this is probably the right one.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
Oh my god, stop covering shit up.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Shut up. This whole time we've been thinking the 2 towers are the same building, but... if that was the only mystery, there's no way Nagito would mention it here.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Okay, it was just that one.
That's wrong.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
What?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
What?
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
What? She's being aggressive
Then
during
how
this
about
one.
this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there's no bread, let them eat cake.
But what the fuck is she going on about? I don't even... Alright. Wire, oil on the floor. You're not moving the oil on the floor, I don't think. Yeah.
There are many different ways.
Wrong button.
The body and the pillar could have been moved.
Oh my god, these have a lot of
The pillar
health.
could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved despite a decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I disagree.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crimes.
Allow me to
Is that
cut
it?
through those words.
Now, why are you being so aggressive here, Sonia?
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired-up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
Trying to think. What if Sonia killed him and then like Kazuichi like walked in and he was technically the first viewer of what happened? And he's like keeping quiet because he's a fucking simp.
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. And the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues.
Hey, Nagito.
Uh-oh.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your
No.
hint is any good?
Not at all.
It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Could he be talking about the life-threatening game?
I see!
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
Okay, I've been dying to know what he fucking saw because they've been withholding the information from me. As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird?
So the tower... Okay. How the fuck are the buildings connected then?
If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture. Can I look at the map now? Fuck.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it... thinking time?
Thinking time! I'm gonna see if I can figure it out before he can. Hold on. Hajime, that is. There's no map, is there? I would like a picture of the map. I need a visual reference. It's not gonna give it to me. Okay, never mind. What doesn't make sense in this picture? It's like here. It's the tower, right? There's only one tower in the picture. That's what we've been thinking all along, which means it's not unnatural at all. Don't you agree? Everyone's staring. Okay, maybe this. It's the tower, right? Okay. Can I...
Here!
Okay, I clicked a little too close to the tower, apparently.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was,
I was trying to point out that there was nothing behind the tower.
Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
Okay, so looking at this... Okay, I think I might, maybe I have it. I need a cursor. Hello. Haven't used you in a minute. Why is it so big? So, my thought process, I guess, is this. I'm thinking that... So, this is where the elevator is for here, and this is where the elevator is for here. Instead of the elevator going back and forth like this, essentially, these two buildings are parallel, and the elevator... So, how do I explain? So, basically, like, this wall right here and this wall right here face each other, with the elevator in between them both. And maybe it, like, slides side to side? I feel like that would be weird, though. I feel like that would be noticeable.
Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
And the door also changed, so, like, what?
I see. And is that it?
Imagine if there are two Mekamarus just to fuck with us. Nagito said that there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. What doesn't make sense in this picture? There's more? The trees?
Here! You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this.
Dropping frames again. That's cool. Yep. I get it, router. I get it. Wow, what a big surprise. Hitting it is not fixing it. You know, can we go like one day without it doing this shit? Just like one day. Just one, that's all I ask for is just one day. No? Give me a second, I'm actually gonna pause the recording, I want to test something. Okay, I'm back. I didn't have to reset anything, at least. As soon as I was about to go start to do the test, it was like, no! Because then it fucking fixed itself, which is just fantastic. I love when that happens. Oh, actually, that's interesting. My upload is very unstable and inconsistent. Huh. I was doing a speed test on my phone is all. That's... No, I don't want to try Verizon Home Internet, thank you. Okay, that's not supposed to be that slow. I'm gonna call my ISP, I think, and yell at them.
It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Hello there, Hajime. Why are you here? Because I showed up. I respawned, you baby. Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
Top floor. So the third floor?
Wait a minute. Why would the compass turn 180 degrees, though? Are they stacked on top of each other, and the tower is actually an elevator?
But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint of figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, I might just be able to find the answer if I think about it. This one's confusing. Alright, let's do this! Oh, it's a logic dive. Okay, that's not too bad. I try to make the correct decisions. It's control. Okay. I was trying to remember how to go faster. Oh, okay. I thought I could make that jump. Yeah, I thought I was supposed to hold forward to go faster. Whoa, oh, God. Okay, hi. That kind of came out of nowhere. Gonna keep doing that? The Strawberry House and Grape House both exist. God damn it. I don't know the answer, man. They're being super vague about it. So, okay, both buildings do exist. In physicality, at least. That's fucked up that they're, like, spawning extra little spikes like that right in front of me. I kind of hate that. Stop. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building or two different buildings? I guess we're going against the convention here, right? They're two different buildings? Okay. Just get every single one wrong. It's fine. It's not that big a deal or anything. Do you like guava? Guava juice is, like, my shit. How's Strawberry House vertically? Okay, it's got to be vertical. Is it just always the blue one? Is that how this works? It's vertical, yeah. So they're on top of each other. So my second hypothesis was right.
It's all coming together.
Why does the elevator rotate, though?
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go?
It's underneath us.
There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
It's above Grape House.
I see!
It's above.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
Did he use the trap door to appear in front of us? That's a little... The animation didn't really, you know...
The photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
Oh, snap.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Yeah, I guess, he used the trapdoor to get to the 3rd floor. It's just, it was hard to tell, because it literally looked like he just appeared out of nowhere.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd!
Shut up.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged
It's Kuma
vertically
time.
just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like
There we
Strawberry House
go.
was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oh, damn. I'm trying to imagine how the elevator moves. Does it move on like a rail almost? Like it's because it turns 90 degrees to get the other side because they have the elevator openings on different sides of the building, right? So I guess it does like a U, a diagonal like U motion. I can't like show you. It's hard to describe.
Make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Wire, Goodnight, Baton. Monokuma file number 4. What is Monokuma file number 4? Let me listen to this first.
Mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
Damn.
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight.
Damn.
So which one was the fake body?
I don't think there was a
Shut
fake
up,
body.
Just pick one of them.
A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed. Does that mean that the killer prepared it in advance? Is something like that even possible? No, maybe, but like,
this mystery in a flash.
what is Monokuma file number 4? Okay, that's just the 4th Monokuma file. Despite the fact that his arms and legs are dismembered, these limbs are actually designed to be detachable. Okay, what else was there?
And hurry up, dumbass!
Broken doorknob.
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Chain.
was actually a dummy.
Tipped over a pillar?
You mean a fake body?
Is it the pillar? I don't think
It
it's the
should be
pillar.
possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
What does the chain say specifically? A chain is wrapped around the handles of the door at the back of Grape Tower.
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
I think it is the tipped over pillar. I'm gonna try to refute Kazuichi's first statement.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a...
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Okay, nope, not that one. You're not making any sense.
Damn it!
What were the other options?
I'm gonna solve this.
And hurry up!
One of the bodies was actually a...
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare...
You're magnificent!
No fair! You told me...
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick
Those are
one
the
of 'em.
only 2 options.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Fake body.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
It's not this, is it? No, okay. Don't really know why do I need to highlight someone's thing?
I'm gonna solve this.
And hurry up!
One of the bodies
What does Gundam
was
say?
actually a dummy.
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to...
You're magnificent!
No fair! You...
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
Let me read this again. A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed. Does that mean that the killer prepared it in advance? Is something like that even possible?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Okay, nope, not that. Okay, so the wire, Nekomaru's body and left leg were tied up in a metal wire. The tip of that wire was also tied into a loop. The button on the back of Nekomaru's neck, when this is pressed, all of Nekomaru's functions cease. Did he only tell Hajime about the button? Or did he tell everyone? I can't remember. Chain wrapped around the handles of the door.
Damn it!
My health.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up,
It's
dumbass!
not the good night button, is it?
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
God damn it. No, it's not that one. Okay, good.
Damn it!
I'm actually lost here. What is the fucking
I'm gonna
option?
solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
Is it strange feeling in the tower again? The disassembled parts look exactly the same. Is it that?
One of the bodies was actually a dummy.
It was that. Okay.
No, that's wrong.
I didn't think they would make me use it again.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Oh, my god, she wants him dead.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
That makes her suspicious.
You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
It's disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
It's an elevator.
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
A device like that. A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. Oh my god, I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, is this gonna be fucking Hangman's Gambit? Oh my god. Is it one word? Wow. I wonder what it could be. Can I get an L? Can I get an E? That's another L. I do need an A, but not right now. Can I get a V? That's an O. I also need that eventually. Shit. I need a T. Fucking... I need an R. Okay, that one exploded. I didn't want it to.
You must be talking about an elevator.
Oh my god. Wait, no. That's insane. You couldn't be talking about an elevator. We don't know if Sonia killed Nekomaru, but she sure as shit killed Kazuichi.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
Fantastic, Chiaki. Thank you. What were you talking about?
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing I see that all these have in common, they were all on the floor.
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
There's something unique about the elevator? There's no ceiling? Or only the floor moves? So no. Yeah, it's just the floor.
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
Because Monokuma's an asshole?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
No? No?
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
Why did she like that?
By the way, what does the chain on the far back
This makes
door
no
in Grape Tower
sense.
mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like I said, you could probably use these parts to repair the button, but... Hold on, even if you do repair the button, what's gonna happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Yes, we have been over this already.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. the appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
Okay, she's either doing this specifically to piss him off, or I don't know. This feels weird.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right?
Like, there's, I don't know. It even as a joke, like, it's going on for too long. There's something weird about it.
If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. When my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? What is the contact? Let's listen to it first.
The two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Yeah, it's a little weird, actually. Gundam and Sonya have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but is this really correct? What does the contact elevator say? Hold on. Which one of these mentions the compass? I forget which one it is. I thought it was Fuyuhiko's account, but maybe not.
if the two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
What is Akane's account? That's the rumbling noise. I don't care about that.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Broken doorknob.
However, at
Wait,
both...
what is Kazuichi's account? I didn't see that one. It's his. Yep, that's it.
If the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
The fucking... It's not that one? Okay, I'm dropping frames again? Hold on. This is prime time. I gotta do a speed test right now. Do the speed test. No, don't show me advertisement. Do the speed test. Download's fine. Show me my upload. I wish I could just test upload and nothing else. Come on. My upload's fine. No, it's not. Wait, now it's at 11. It was fine for a second, and then it, like, throttled. I think it is the router. This is annoying. Give me a second. I'm gonna reset the router. Again! I return. It's working again. It's the router. Router's being a piece of shit. It's really cool. Big fan. Hajime, your back is getting scorched.
Damn it!
I don't even remember what I picked, I'm gonna be honest with you.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
Okay, it was Gundams.
That's wrong. The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange.
Why did I think Fuyahiko did that? I don't know why.
From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the
Yep,
building's perimeter
that's-
as it rotated to the other side.
That's actually what I was trying to like explain earlier, like the U-shape thing, like diagonal U-shape. I didn't know how to.
Which means the exit would be on the
Explain.
opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans. So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Hey, Akane, before we continue, I need to read you all 28 entries of Monokuma's diary.
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now.
Oh my god, he sounded so annoyed.
As long
was,
as
like,
you
genuine.
know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means. Man, Jack Black taught me this once. I don't know if I remember, though.
I see!
Why was that?
Oh, an
why
octagon
was that
is
a
shape with
response?
8 sides, right?
No.
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
My guy, would you... What?
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
The place befitting of the name Octagon. It's probably... Yeah, down here, right? That's a hexagon, my guy. Grape House is the octagon, but Grape House is six-sided. I didn't think so. Which place would be the octagon? Everyone's staring. Okay, I'm being, like, really fucking stupid right now, or... What am I clicking on here? This is a hexagon, yes?
Here!
I was thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of
I
the
was
final
thinking about,
dead
like, the
room.
layout of the room and, like, where the, Because Nagito dropped through a trap door, I'm pretty sure, right? And it was above the room that we were in. I was trying to think of, like, the layout of the rooms.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the four-sided strawberry house is on top of the six-sided grape house? If you cut a four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's okay, going off of that's a little fucking weird, though. That's kind of stupid. I don't like that.
That's basically the gist of it.
Ah, yes. Standardly shaped octagon.
The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
An octagon doesn't have to be evenly shaped. I thought they had to have, equal angles. I thought that's what, specifically... I thought it was considered a different shape if it's not the case.
Learned?
I might be dumb, though.
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse. Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery. And then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, this is kind of dumb, actually. The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And... who is the killer who did that? Already? That was quick.
Hiya!
Hello there! I thought of a new bad word to call Minomi. Whew, I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander, and there's no way I'd get hurt by a mere word. Minomi is seriously... stufatly... That's much more straightforward than I was expecting. Stufatly, huh? Like stupid and fat? Is that what it... That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. Okay, the perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be... Stufatly. Hello, there's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now!
Minomi, I might be having a stroke, but I'm pretty sure it straight up spells the word fat out completely in that word. I didn't get to hear him say stufatly. Stupidly. Maybe he said it weird and that's why she couldn't tell.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
It's not, but thank you.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
Ah, yes, the attitude of modern day content creators.
My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw!
You think Spike Chunsoft will ever debut Monokuma as a VTuber?
Ah, that your batteries don't run out for various reasons.
I guess it would fit Monomi better, wouldn't it?
And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Yeah, I'm really fucking bad at that, wow. It's just with this game, though. I'm dropping frames again. I'm gonna fucking kill you, router. What is wrong with this thing? This is a recent problem. What is causing the recent problem? Are you done? No, it's doing it again. No, oh, yep, there it goes. I have a hypothesis. So, the way I have these... I don't even know if you can hear me right now, sorry. The way I have these mesh nodes set up is, like... They're sort of on corners of the place. I'm thinking one of them is in a bad spot, and it's causing connection issues. And I'm wondering if I go unplug it, if that'll fix the issue. So, I'm gonna go unplug it now. I will be RB just for a second. Give me a minute. Welcome back to Chiaki's longest ellipsis. I think that fixed it. I unplugged it. I came back in here. It's green again. So, I think that was the problem. It was like trying to receive its signal from a router that was not in a good spot. And that was causing, like, dropouts. Because it was fine for so long until I put that fucking router there. So, yeah, I guess that's it. My favorite octagon... What is this? Wait a minute. Please laugh. This took me like 5 minutes to make. Your contribution to the stream has paid off because this is fucking hilarious. So here's an octagon, a normally shaped octagon, as you can see. It is very normal, and this is definitely what an octagon normally looks like. Yeah, welcome back to Chiaki's longest ellipsis. We're gonna move on now.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
God, she's so based.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
That's new. No, something happened to him. He's got his memories back. He has to.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual. I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building's structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building's structure? Oh! I didn't even think about that. They controlled the elevator. No, I'm dumb. Nekomaru's actual cause of death was getting crushed by the elevator. That sounds quite painful. Nope. I thought it sounded cool.
Crap!
That's the wrong one. Fake moment of, falling? Was he tied to the door and the elevator went down? And then, like, it detached and broke off?
I see.
It's falling. He fell onto the pillar.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Oh, that is not what I expected. Wow.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
So let me get this straight. Let me look at his body again. Okay, yeah, so he was either tied to it or he was holding onto the doorknob, and then the doorknob snapped and he hit the pillar, and because he's a robot, the pillar fucking like crumbled. That's making a lot more sense to me.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Okay, thank you, Gundam. So I don't think he would be holding on to the doorknob because, like, he can't be active for the elevator to move, right? So he was probably tied up to it, and then it snapped under his weight.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. I think it's the broken doorknob.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Okay, not that one. I should listen to everything. Stop dozing off and answer seriously. I'm losing a lot of health in this trial. It doesn't help that this one's very confusing.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, that's wrong.
I had a quick reaction on that one, kind of, sort of.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode.
My mouse is about to die? Well, that's annoying. Hopefully it doesn't. It's like flashing red.
If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes?
Gundam, what was that? Yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? Wire, goodnight button, oil on the floor, tripped over pillar, no. Or tipped over pillar, I should say. It's either the wire or the broken doorknob, but he was tied up with the wire, so...
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
What does this text come in? Like, what...
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
What? No.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
No.
What about the oil on the floor?
No.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Is it the doorknob? I think maybe that.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Maybe it is the doorknob.
Silence, pest!
Damn.
Don't be so cold.
I almost feel bad for
What
him
if I
now.
start to enjoy it?
Never mind. If Nekomaru is inside the elevator, how can you create a difference in elevation? By lowering the
If you arrange it
elevator.
a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
I don't know why this is like a refutable
So
thing.
you're telling us to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
No.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
No? I thought the doorknob might have something to do with it, but I don't really know how. Okay, maybe I need to shoot that with the wire. I'm losing a lot of fucking
If you
health.
arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop...
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement...
The hammer is suspicious.
Trying to be gamer.
Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems...
Okay, it was shoot that with the wire.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung!
Monokuma.
Kinda like...
Monokuma!
You better not finish that sentence.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
What? Why are you refuting this?
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Hung like a buki. Oh.
Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
To be fair, Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was choked to death.
Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Mate, the doorknob broke off. You know this. It's the broken doorknob, right?
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Trying to be careful with my cut usage.
It
Seems like
doesn't
we're
mean
good.
Someone had
Oh.
to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Not that? Shit. What the hell are you saying? I'm not the type of coward who'd get thrown off by a messed up remark like that. Alright, it's not that one. Did the doorknob not just break under his weight?
Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself.
Oh shit.
But in that case, You still won't be able to moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Next to Kazuichi, I figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. If I use that evidence, I should be able to break through Kazuichi's remarks. What did he say?
Nekomaru fell on his own?
The pillar fragments.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Sleep mode.
If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to him. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story.
It takes too long to like.
Nekomaru fell on his own?
Alarm clock. Oh.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep.
I forgot about the alarm clock.
Those words. What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
Remember one specific fact about a bullet?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why... If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating...
I don't know why, but seeing images with guns photoshopped onto them is funny to me. Oh, this isn't even Photoshop. This is just like, I was gonna be like, yeah, well, I got one for you right here, but no, it's just him, but he just has a gun. So, never mind.
The wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... he tried to rip the doorknob off earlier. With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with his both hands. But... not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1 million horsepower. Nekomaru screamed. Isn't it creaking? You'll break it off. We'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Can I leave now?
No, I believe you gave your all.
Oh my god.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. He hit the pillar. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened to him was he collided with the pillar.
I see.
Are we dropping frames?
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
You know, I was really hoping that unplugging that one router would fix that. I was, like, excited even, you know? He's worse than Toko. At least Toko oinked. Yeah, I was really hoping that would fix it. It's not fixed. That's not fixing it. So doctor. Time for another speed test. Like, my download is actually going faster now, which is interesting. And it stopped doing it. and my upload is fine. Man, it's been a long time since I've had, like, network issues this bad. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna run a continuous ping. Just gonna leave this up. It's /T, right? That is. I haven't had to do a continuous ping in like a million years. Okay, yep, that's going. I just want to see if there's like random network spikes and latency.
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Is that just his name now? Because that's great.
Stop calling me Baby Gangsta!
Please keep calling him that.
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. 'Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Taichi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Weren't the clocks offset? Which one is it? Is it the, Hold on. I think it's the wall clock. $5:30 a.m. Is it the wall clock?
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
What was Fuyuhiko's account? It'd be 5 a.m., right?
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Wrong.
That's gotta be it!
No. The alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30, but his body was discovered before 7 a.m. I need to crush one possibility at a time if I'm going to break through this contradiction.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Not that one. Okay. Wrong. When did my health get filled back up?
Crap!
I don't know when that happened.
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Is it the wall clock?
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
I don't think I'm refuting what she said. Am I refuting what Sonia said? The one that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30, but we discovered the body before 7.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
No, it's not that. I don't remember well enough what happened. I thought they talked about the clocks being offset.
We headed for before 7 a.m. I am.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Was it? No, fuck off. No, damn it. I don't know what the answer is. I keep getting distracted with network problems.
Crap!
Okay, what the fuck did Hajime say?
But the alarm inside was set for 7. Nekomaru died.
His time of death, and one of those must.
Killer they probably messed with the clock inside. That's gotta be it.
They can't mess with it? Oh, you know what? You're right. So I am disagreeing with Akane then.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside was set for 7. Nekomaru died.
His time of death, and one of those must.
The killer they probably messed with the clock inside
Yeah, that's right.
Wrong.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
Now I'm getting confused. This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt their testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Don't be Hangman's Gambit. Okay, thank God. Yeah, I'm a little lost on this one. So, hopefully this gives me some insight. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Where the murder happened, what the time of the building, and who the killer was? No, the time in the building. Right? I think it's always just the blue one. You just always pick the blue one. I didn't actually think I would have to do, like, jump and slide. I was just fucking around. Which clock was tampered with? Well, the building's clocks. Once again, it is blue. Yeah, just do the blue one. Oh, shit. Oh my god, I thought there was a wall coming up. I couldn't even tell. Now this is Cold Steel Snowboarding. Which house had the wrong time? It's Strawberry House, right? Yeah, it's also the blue one. We picked the blue one in this house. Oh, shit. Is it both? It's both. I couldn't remember if Fuyuhiko said that all of the clocks were synchronized or just the ones in the house that he looked at. And I'm gonna get a bad grade on this trial.
It's all coming together.
I still don't know who killed him. But I'm really suspicious of Sonya.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the
Or-
wrong time.
What if I flip it back around? She's got a thing for Gundam, right? Maybe she knows something.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
Yeah, you should have known that, Nagito. I thought you were smarter than us.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify by how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. Excuse me. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. Oh no. Akane's account. Nagito's sudden appearance. What is Akane's account?
If the
Akane heard a rumbling noise at around 5:30 a.m. Would it be Akane's account?
Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Let me see what they say.
the time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Wrong. Damn it. It's a fact that the clock in Nekomaru's chest is correct, right? Oh, that's what we're going after?
If the time in the building was...
I'm stupid, by the way.
Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Okay, I had the right choice. I just... the wrong one.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonya?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer of how much our time was off is literally right in front of me.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only Nekomaru.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. Wait a minute. If they were trying to lure out only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is... hold on a minute. I'm thinking here. I only have 48 seconds to say my thing. But, like, also to pick the correct answer. Fuyahiko had a problem with that alarm going off at 5:30, and it was pissing him off, right? Was that done on purpose? That means that it was their tower, like, from their side, to wake them up so that they could deal with the whole, you know, checking on Nekomaru being dead thing. If I remember correctly, that is, at least. Is it the Tai Chi?
I see.
Yeah.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
Remember when Monokuma said that nobody showed up? Oh, I almost forgot about that one, too.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
And who was even there besides Nekomaru? It was just, well, Nagito. Okay, so it was the guy's tower. So it'd be Nagito. I don't think it was Nagito. So we know it came from Strawberry Tower, then. I think I know who did it.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
How outrageous! I honestly didn't expect everyone to dish Monokuma Tai Chi. It turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects?
Feet?
You'll know I'm not lying.
Oh,
when
I think
you
I
see
interrupted
what
him.
Yuhiko's going to say next.
Don't be a friggin' liar is what he was gonna say.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? I have to pick. It's Gundam was standing there, right? So, is it him? Wait a minute. Is that why he's acting so fucking weird? I actually can't remember. I think it's him. Wait a minute. He was there at the alarm. He was standing there. And he was obviously there. It's him?
You're the only one!
Oh my god. Wait a minute.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
This is a false lead, right? That'd be fucked up.
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Yes, I did remember right.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
I love spaced out streams for situations like this.
You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Is that why he's being an asshole? I don't think he killed him. I don't know.
Say something.
If you don't hurry
Did
up
he?
and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
The deluxe rooms. That's right. I forgot. Monokuma mentioned that they're sound isolated, didn't he? She didn't hear it either.
To be honest, it's not just them.
Yep.
The same goes for me too.
It was the deluxe rooms. Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is, what do these three have in common? Could it be a secret that points to the killer? Let me guess, does it start with a D? Ah! I need an L. That is an X. I also need that. I need a lot of these, actually. Give me that. I need a U. I only need one R. I need an E, actually. There we go. Need an M. Flawless Hangman's Gambit.
I got it! Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
I want to throw something at him.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Also, I think he's lying to me.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
decisive factor?
Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. I have to pick now? Is it? Have I gotten any choices wrong yet? I don't think it's him. No. I think it's him. Unironically. Oh my god, it is.
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
Oh yeah, he fucking did it. It's doing the thing where it doesn't play the music.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
You know, I completely forgot about that. I thought he was staying in a regular room.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
Oh boy. Wait a minute. Was I right to shit on him in the last trial?
There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time.
I told you those hamsters were fuckers.
That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
What are you doing? This ruckus, it's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice. I think I'm not going to get many chances to voice, to read Gundam's lines anymore. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
I'm gonna be honest, I thought she was in on it.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction.
Oh, he's going this route.
How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
I don't think I've seen that sprite before.
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you can hide this UI.
By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Hey, Hyoko.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
Wait a minute. No, is this another fake out? God, this game loves doing these.
You know, Hajime,
I'm gonna hit you.
this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously, let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
Does he have one?
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
Yes.
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption,
Based.
I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the...
Whoops.
Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Hamsters broke it?
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
Or he had help. That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Good night button, broken doorknob, Fuyahiko's account, wall clock. What is this even gonna be?
Elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
That's wrong.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different
Fuck.
if they had an accomplice.
Yo,
Or if there was a secret passageway.
accomplice.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
A contradiction is when something is obviously wrong. There's no contradiction I can't shoot through. I'm gonna find out what that is for the sake of everyone's hope. Do I need to take Fuyahiko's thing? I don't know if I can.
The only means of travel between the two houses.
The means of travel.
As long as that elevator was broken,
What is Fuyahiko's account again? It's just when he sees Nekomaru walking to Strawberry House at 5 a.m. Yeah, that's not gonna help me, I don't think.
your assumption collapses.
The contact elevator... What does that say? The contact... Think it through. The answer was hinted at before. The contact elevator was used to move between both houses, was broken, and no longer worked. It was apparently broken at the Grape House side, so the last person who would have used it arrived at Grape House.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
Clock's alarm timer? Nekomaru used this alarm clock to recover from sleep mode. The clock's arms are stopped at 7:30. Clock, 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 clock.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
You can't take blue
There
ones.
was a secret passageway.
How much longer
Shit.
do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Is it the secret passageway? I think I need to take Akane's thing.
That elevator, the only means of travel, as long as that your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that the
It would have been different.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Give me that.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
A contradiction is when something is obviously wrong. I'm gonna find out what that is.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the...
That's right,
No,
yep.
that's wrong. No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist!
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Yeah, I'm feeling like it's Hyoko. What if I just pick somebody that's dead? I mean, maybe it could be applicable to, like, you know, like if he did something. That'd be cool if you had to pick him for something, because he did something, even though he's gone. Not that it would help, because, you know, he's dead.
Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Why are you here? Yeah, we saw this.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
That is not what I expected. I thought it was going to go into the, I guess if it was on the second floor lounge, that wouldn't make any sense.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame! However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
Yeah, did Gundam play the Russian roulette?
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
Maybe he had the hamsters do it.
If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Angry? Fuck, what? Oh, no. The clock's alarm timer? No, the wire, wait. Where else would he have gotten the stuff he needed to hang up Nekomaru?
Even if the turbid
Maybe.
box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes.
Oh god, what is this
Provided you use
pattern?
A spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
He's got too many, like, weird angles. I don't like it.
I already proved a secret passage exists.
Oh
Secret
god, my
passage
frames.
was at the Octagon.
My frames are dying again. Stop. Fucking... Why? Why are you being such a pain in the ass? Stop it. I'm gonna have to run a fucking 600-foot long Ethernet cable. Holy shit. That's so annoying. Just give it a minute and it'll stop. I think Nagito got the files from going at max difficulty and not for doing it first. Yeah, he did like hard mode, so Monokuma rewarded him. It'd be cool if I could stream, you know, it'd be really cool if I didn't drop 20,000 frames. Let me restart the router again, fuck. Alright, it looks like I'm back. Again, sorry, whatever this problem is, it's getting worse, like, by the day. It's doing it, like, every, like, few minutes now. Gundam making his hamsters chew on your network cables. Alright, I lost track of what Hajime was talking about.
Of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur!
Fuck.
If you don't want to at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
What the fuck? Why did that just happen? He probably means try providing the evidence that the killer went to the Octagon, right? Oh, that's the wire. The key which dwells in the light, which will break through the darkness.
Know the limits of your own reasoning.
I think it's because I slashed the wrong thing.
You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
There we go.
Allow me to cut through those words. The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks
He's
in the building,
stealing...
Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru.
What?
The elevator was probably
He's stealing my
broken by
thunder.
that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower,
Mate.
which was supposed to be the meetup point. So
Oh,
we
now I
tried
have to
going
kill
over
him.
to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
But I wanted to see cool art.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
But that's my job.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to
Your
Strawberry
name isn't
Tower.
Makoto.
There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Makoto's the only ultimate lucky student that gets to do this shit.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Wait, what did he say? Rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting... Oh, wait a minute.
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
The hamsters.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I'll provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Oh, it's this again. Oh my god, he's got so many.
I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver!
Why am I missing?
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied!
It's so hard to see. Like, the circles, they're so...
It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
I fucking did the wrong order, god damn it.
I won't let you!
Can't believe I did the wrong order. Fine, just do this.
Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you!
Why was one of the shields broken?
Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him? This is the end!
Yeah.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
The 4 Dark Devas of Destruction.
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Like the fucking picture of like Eminem throwing a rat at someone. Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through Supernova Silver Fox Sandy. Like, I cannot believe this is an important point. Truly, this is the skyline lamination art of the Demon Mouse. Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible
Yeah, like, do the hamsters also get executed?
to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own 2 hands.
Oh, now I get to do it. What is this layout? Oh no. Oh man, this one actually might be kind of difficult. Okay, the clock? Okay, why is that blue? There's blue for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the blue. Oh man, getting this to be... This one go here? Okay, that one go there. There's one more. My TV just shut off. Well, we know who it is now for sure, because, well, when we got to the closing argument, but also, he's got the fucking 4 Dark Devas of Destruction. What is this? Messing with the base of the contact elevator. Okay, that's a duplicate. Akane heard something in her room. No, that's a duplicate. That's a huge hammer. Where does he put that? Where does the hammer go? Shit. Here? No? This doesn't fit here. Think it over one more time. Fuck. Was right there? I'm stupid? Is it here? Oh, it goes there. Okay. I was really not sure when he put the hammer down. I didn't know if he came back for it or what. Wrapping the chain around the doorknob. Wasn't that one already present? Door to the strawberry hall got destroyed. I woke up at... Fuyuhiko can't sleep? Okay, that one goes there. The fucking face that he has. Kiss the pillar, damn it. The chains go here? No. They go here? No. I'm dying, Squirtle. Oh, okay, chains are a duplicate. Door to Strawberry Hall got destroyed. When does that happen? Would that happen here? Oh, the killer... I didn't realize that this one gives, like, a little description at the top. That's immensely helpful, actually. Who gathered at the lounge? Okay, it's not that. Kiss the pillar, damn it. I woke up at... Is there a slot for that one? Oh, this. This one's really out of order. It's confusing. Okay. Why did Nekomaru fall? Because of that. Oh yeah, that makes it like 1,000 times easier. Who gathered at the lounge? Not that one. I only took 2 from that one? Wait, that's not gathered at the lounge? That's that one. Okay, that's him tying the wire around. What? That's a duplicate. Wow, my brain isn't functioning tonight. The wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. Here? Okay.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m.
Dropping frames again. Wow, this is insanely stressful. Hey, can you fucking stop? You good now? Thank you.
After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, Because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck.
With the power of hamsters.
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
I'm sorry, Sonia. Your Oshi is a murderer.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved Deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
So, do the hamsters die? I guess we're gonna find out. I did badly. Very bad. B for bad.
This result isn't all that exciting.
I mean, didn't I kind of call it from the get-go? I said it was either Kazuichi or Gundam.
Now then, please pull the lever in
And
front
honestly,
of you and cast
Gundam
your
made
vote.
more sense.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
What if everybody just votes for Monami? I'm gonna smash this router. Oh my god. It's dying again. I started looking at it, and it got scared and started working. I see you turning yellow.
Please pull the lever!
What?
Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
You have a tongue? I thought you were a robot. Oh my god. Just be stable. Why can't you just be normal? I was right to shit on him. Let me see if I can wait for the network to stabilize so you can actually see the fucking execution. Or I guess there's gonna be this part first, so... it'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results... You guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. Actually, let me look at my ping test. What in the world? It's not having lag spikes. That's the weird thing. Yes, it is. There is a timeout right there. Okay. That's cool. Interesting. Alright, that's all I wanted to confirm. I wanted to make sure it wasn't like an issue with, like a restream or something, or with like, you know, that narrows it down to actually being a proper network issue. That's really cool. Love that. Those are very simple to fix. Of course. 600-foot long Ethernet cable that I'm gonna have to run along the ceiling. That's great. The one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the Amazing Fun House was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
I said it all without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true that the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish it until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you, so do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want to talk to the one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct.
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain! Fine then, I shall reveal all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the Fun House. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. The fucking anime pose. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death.
Let me tell you this.
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try and kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that? I mean, we figured it out with, Teru was his name? The chef man.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great line.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why did you fight? We are old friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you this.
I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is an abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Are you telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. You mean you'd rather die?
Fall, my tears.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life? That's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but blasphemy toward life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that to try and justify what you did?
But...
It sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That's why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall, my tears.
But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
What about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but... compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that... Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice... You didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka.
History's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Got it. I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder. I keep forgetting that's what his title was. Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait!
This is too much.
I beg of you!
Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia.
I beg of you!
How pitiful.
An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. When did this character development happen, by the way? Like, when did she become into him? It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However...
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction?
Oh.
Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all.
That's nice art.
However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end... Pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Man, I wonder what it's gonna be. I'm trying to think before he actually does it. God, the up-resed Monokuma hitting the button is still weird to me. Time for punishment. Oh, he got grabbed by the hair. The fuck is that? Oh. Bison. Or multiple animal. He's gonna get trampled. I'm sorry, what? It was such a weirdly emotional execution. What the fuck? Gundam. No. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
The worst.
Damn it, why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. So much shit talk would make Nekomaru happy. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, I don't know who's left. Like, who's gonna die next? Don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Drop your frames. Live. If you don't, everyone who has fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey!
So, how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class trial's over. It's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
After feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey!
Hold on a sec. That mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right?
Huh.
She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. And then Monokuma will present us with a motive and we'll say that it won't work, but it will, and somebody will die next. With this, the class trial has come to an end once again. We return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. What? Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Oh? Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of the true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information. Yeah, I thought that was a little weird too, Nagito. I guess they were too busy with other matters. Or maybe they've just reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
Damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appears!
He knows about Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th hidden student somewhere in the school. Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
It's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
What's up? Your face looks scary. So you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well,
Well.
is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. So even though you don't know... Huh. Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
That fucking voice line, I hate it. So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey.
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even know?
There's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
I just reused their stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But...
If this file contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? It's my job to heat things up. It's okay if I do something small like that, right?
Well...
That's not my point.
Right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up.
You're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey.
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat, too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too.
Well...
I knew you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope, after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know what you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
But you are just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Well...
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey.
It's funny that Nagito's name seems to be an anagram. Is it? Oh my god, you're right. It spells Adachi. Oh my god. There's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Oh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on the island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If that's the case, that person is already on the island. Wouldn't that be exciting? The frames, they die. Oh my god. I'm waiting for those frames to come back. I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix this. Again, the inside of that thing just looks like a ball of garbage. Didn't that say 9 days left last time? You're not going to tell me that 4 days caused us to almost die. Ah, yes, the most unstable bitrate on the planet. There's really not that many people left. I don't know if anyone else is gonna die. Okay, yeah, this is a problem with the rate of bit bred for destruction. Hyperactive metabolism. Look, I know I only streamed 3 hours last night and basically 3 hours again this night. I'm probably gonna just stop because honestly, the computer thing is kind of pissing me off a little bit. So I think I'm gonna end here. I think it's a good place to stop anyway, because you know, like yeah, the chapter is over. Why is she here? I definitely remember her name. The nurse. Okay, bye, nurse. I thought we would get something cool. No, it's just... I also did not forget her name. Camera Lady. That's her name. Remember to rhythmically beat your router. I am, longest length for Ethernet cable. I don't actually know what its full limit is. 295 feet. That's not long enough. I don't know how to deal with this. I'll figure it out. I don't know. It's just this wireless bullshit is like... The cable hookup isn't in this room, so like if I wanted to have it in here, I'd have to either run mega long Ethernet cable or like... fucking... I don't know, get the ISP to come drill a hole in my wall. I don't know. Both sound very annoying, and I don't want to do it. So, we'll see. I'll figure it out. I'm going to stop the recording now. Thanks for stopping by, though. The local recording's fine, so my complaining means nothing. It's just that live, it's very frustrating. I haven't had to deal with this in a while, though, so maybe it's just, it could just be an issue with the routers itself, but I don't know. I could try, like, maybe changing the channels on them and see if they work. I need to end the recording. Fuck. I'll see you later. I don't know if I'm not going to stream tomorrow or on Friday night. I might not stream tomorrow night, but we'll see. I'll update you on Discord what I end up doing. I'll be like, hey, no stream tonight, and that'll be that. I'm going to end the recording now. Have a good night. Bye-bye.